Hello, good afternoon, everyone. And thank you for taking the time to review my research proposal. My name is Nico Baker, and this presentation is my Week 8 signature assignment for Introduction to Research. The title of this proposal is Increasing Student Engagement in Middle School and High School Education through Autonomy Supportive Instruction. This study follows the action research model described by Medler, which encourages teachers to investigate real classroom challenges in order to improve instruction through systemic research. The agenda of this presentation, I will summarize the main components of my research proposal. First, I will discuss the problem and justification for the study. Next, I will present research questions to review the literature that supports this topic. Then I will explain methodology, including these participants' interventions and data collection procedures. Finally, I will describe the plan for conducting the study and the expected results. This format follows the structure for research proposals outlined by Medler and Introduction to Research. A common challenge in middle school and high school physical education is maintaining consistent student engagement. Many physical education programs rely heavily on competitive team sports. While this format works well for some students, others feel uncomfortable, unskilled, disconnected, which often leads to low participation and avoidance behaviors. This is a concern because the purpose of physical education is to not only teach skills, but also promote lifelong physical activity and healthy habits. According to self-discrimination theory, students are more motivated when their needs are autonomy, competence, and relatedness are supported. Research by Val Concelos and colleagues shows that autonomy supportive teaching strategies can significantly improve students' motivation and participation in physical activity settings. Because of this, it is important to investigate whether autonomy supportive instruction can increase student engagement in PE classes. This study focuses on student engagement in middle school and high school physical education classes. Engagement will be defined as a participation, effort, attention, and willingness to take part in class activities. The independence variable in this study is the use of autonomy supportive instructional strategies, and the dependent variable is the level of student engagement. The research will conduct of one teacher's classes at one school, which means the results may not be generalized to all physical education programs. Additionally, limitations include small sample sizes, limited time for intervention, and the use of surveys, observations, which may include some subjectivity. However, according to Medler, action result research studies designed to improve classroom practice even when the sample size is small. The study includes both qualitative and quantitative research questions. The qualitative research question asks, how do middle and high school students describe their experience of engagement when autonomy supportive instructional strategies are implemented in physical education classes? The quantitative research question asks, what is the effect of autonomy supportive instructional strategies on students' engagement and participation rates in middle school and high school physical education classes? The hypothesis is that students who participate in autonomy supportive lessons will demonstrate higher engagement scores than traditional sport-based instruction. Using both qualitative and quantitative questions, follow a mixed method approach, which was recommended by Medler. Research shows that engagement is essential for effective physical education programs. Self determination theory explains that students are more motivated when they feel autonomy, competence, and relatedness. Analysis by Vasconcelos and colleagues formed that autonomy supportive teaching increases motivation, enjoyment, and participation in physical education. The CDC also recommends that physical education programs provide inclusive activities that allow all students to experience success and remain physically active. These findings support the needs for the students and suggest that autonomy supportive instruction may improve student engagement. The study will use an action research design that includes both qualitative and quantitative methods. Participants will include middle school and high school students enrolled in my physical education classes. The intervention will involve implementing autonomy supportive instructional strategies for several weeks. These strategies include providing students with choice activities, offering different skill levels, allowing students to set personal goals, using cooperative activities, and giving student input in lesson designs. This type of classroom-based research follows the action research model described by Mettler, which allows teachers to evaluate and improve their own teaching practices. The qualitative data will include student intervention, reflection journals, focus group discussions, and teacher observation notes. The quantitative data will include engagement surveys, participation logs, pre and post intervention engagement scores. Qualitative data will be analyzed by coding responses and identifying themes. Quantitative data will be analyzed using descriptive statistics and paired sample t-tests to determine whether engagement scores change significantly. These analysis procedures follow the guidelines for educational research. The study will follow the action research cycle. First, permission will be obtained from school and students. Next, baseline engagement data will be collected. Then the autonomy supportive intervention will be implemented. After the post-intervention data will be collected and analyzed. According to Shape America, effective physical education programs should provide opportunities for all students to participate successfully. Based on previous research, I expect that student engagement will increase when autonomy supportive instruction is used. The goal of this study is to create a more inclusive and motivating physical education environment. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to review my proposal. I really appreciate, the committee. So I'm open to any feedback. Thank you. Have a great day.